Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel once again. Today I wanted to do a bit of a VOD review on one of my really good games I had on Gambit. I've honestly been enjoying this character so much, and I think he's been one of the most fun characters he's added to Rivals. I've always wanted to VOD review one of my older gameplays, but I've never had the opportunity to. Now that I can, I just want to do that and kind of get some tips and tricks on how I like to play Gambit and maybe help you out. And just kind of like review my own gameplay and see how it goes. We actually won this game, but I wanted to see some things that I could like improve on, for some tips, and like patch some things I noticed myself doing. Okay, right off the bat, I'm pretty sure I could have saved my Ultron there. Let me get back here. Wait, hold on. I'm actually doing this on the PC for the first time, so I kind of want to see how. Hold on, this is very scuffed. Oh yeah, free cam. So like right here, well, we are running triple support right off the bat. Oh, it's a little laggy. But yeah, probably me and my suit could have helped him out right there. But it's not that big of a deal. But we're still doing pretty good. We're just kind of playing a neutral now, trying to get some picks. Our mag is low, and so I'm just hitting them up. Live. Another thing I actually noticed in this gameplay that I'm actually reviewing is the management of its like cards. You always really want to have like one card available, whether to be just to damage boost yourself or just heal yourself. You know, I have 0 cards right now, and I don't think I actually needed to use a card back here. I mean, I was getting like jumped, so I wanted to save myself. But I kind of used the wrong card. I should have swapped the healing here. And also, I don't think I had to dive into the Iron Fist right there. I probably could have just repositioned like myself like right here, because as we see, he like comes from like above and he dives my Hawkeye, and I don't think the Hawkeye dies. I think he does. No, he actually survives. But another thing you see me do, I dive into the Thor to, get some kills. I'm pretty sure the best option would have been here, right in this area, because if the Iron Fist was coming from my Hawkeye, I would have had 2 angles to like cover, like from here, and then the Thor and the Iron Fist would have been here already, so I probably would have been able to just like heal the Hawkeye. He obviously didn't die, but I think the positioning wise would have been a lot better. But it's all good. I think we're doing good in this fight anyway. Loading, let's ULT. Die there, but another thing that I noticed, this is more like a general thing that I've actually learned. When you're playing, well, they're not pushing right now, but since they're already in the ult, at least my suit's in the ult, I don't think I necessarily have to just be stacking in the ult. I probably can just be like back here, or like I said, even here as well, because they're not even pushing right now. They're just kind of backing up, waiting for the ult to go away. They also Gambit ult here. I don't think I have my ult. Yeah, I do have my ult actually. And here, I actually do ult. I was gonna say, I wonder if I ult this, and then we go in. And I think actually in this fight, there's 2 ults. So we're just jumping around, doing damage. And so, the Thor is one. I think he dies. Okay. Yeah, pretty good cleanup. I think one thing that many Gambits, don't really like to do, which I think they should. While yes, this is an offensive ult, you can also use it defensively. Because, this ult, I think right now, it's one of the strongest in the game. And, I think this ult compared to like other ultimates just has so much like playmaking potential. Whether you can just go in or be defensive. So they Gambit ult first, and actually quite a wait to, have the better duration, because they also... Did they just do ult? Yeah, the suit just ulted, and now they're Gambit ulting. Now it's going on. No, they're about to ult. This is before. Yeah, but see how I'm positioned right here? I always want to ult in front of behind my teammates to get as much people as possible. That's kind of like the one thing that's super, important about Gambit's ult, is you always want to at least get like 3 or more people in your ult. I managed to get like, I think the whole team. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, it's really good to just like, if you want to, you can play defensively and offensively. I figured, because if you're getting pushed, you can use it to like re-engage yourself, to regroup your team, and then you can just go in. So I think that's really one of the best things about it. And I see you're gonna jump with Iron Fist. I can reclaim next. By the way, yeah, I think I played this pretty well. I used my ult pretty well. I think just the only thing I could have done better was probably position myself. Like in that corner earlier. My Hawkeye was getting jumped. He did live, but just like that, I did. But it's okay. So see right here, I am. At that point, see, I'm already down a lot of cards. I don't think I had that much cards to begin with in the first place. Yeah, I was down like a lot. So I was kind of just wasting them. I think I tried to get the Iron Fist. Yeah, I don't think I really needed to get that because now I'm down an entire deck. So I think one thing that's really important about Gambit is just having your at least like 2 cards, because if you use like the spade or the heart, it draws 1. But if you use another one, that draws another one. So having 2, you know, you can at least use 1 ability depending on what you need. I don't think I really needed that card because now they're pushing, they're resetting, and I'm down like an entire deck. I obviously have 1 getting back, but luckily enough, I managed to use 1 to heal myself before jumping me. The Iron Fist ult. And now here is where the most important part comes in. They Iron Fist ult, I'm getting jumped. My team is kind of getting a little rolled by the fist, and my Sue is down. And their Star-Lord is right here. I obviously do not see him, but right here, I think this is where, you know, I kind of could have played this better. Yeah, I definitely should have just stayed here in this little corner. You know, the positioning was like super like important this part, especially when I have an Iron Fist ult and we're down to 1 support. I think I should not have gone out in the open. I don't think I die here. No, I do not. Well, my team just died, then I died. Yeah, but I feel like I definitely could have been here. I don't think we could have survived this either way, but I think if my Sue was alive, because she did die to the Iron Fist, I'm pretty sure, I definitely could have just been here and just kept pocketing them unless like one of them would turn at me. I don't think the Star-Lord would be able to get me because he would have been like flying up here. I mean, I think he would have, but if the worst case scenario he does get me, I could just dash out here and then, you know, regroup. If he chases me, whatever, but if he chases my team, I could just peek right out and then heal him again. But I don't think they would have survived regardless because it was like an ult. By the way, it's okay. And then I think they do cap this point.
There's still a chance to stop
unfortunate,
them.
but I think for the first like 2 minutes of this game, we played that really well.
Gambit coming back for more.
I think the key points were just like the card management and then just like using
They hit a checkpoint. Now might be
my
the time to
resources more
stop them.
effectively and just like positioning myself. I think that was kind of the most important part. But we got in second. Right here. Okay, this is an important part. I don't see a lot of Gambits cleanse. Like, you'd be surprised how many Gambits do not cleanse. I think they think that you can only cleanse with your ultimate. You can also cleanse with your cards, you know? It's like, it is true you do waste like 2 cards, but my entire team was antied. And yes, they weren't pushing, but for example, if let's say if a Stranger was coming right here, I think I'm out of the range. They're all here. A Strange for whatever reason is coming up here, right? Boom, he hits like 3 people because I'm counting all these guys. He hits 3 people. I'm right here, cleanse, boom. And they all get cleansed. And it has a big range. I am like right here. The range in this cleanse is like quite insane. So yeah, make sure to know when you should cleanse or not, because a big part about Gambit is staying like between your damage and your healing. I personally like to stay on the damage card, or also known as the spade card. I at least have that up constantly because I like to do damage on Gambit, I like to play them aggressively. But also keep in mind you are playing a support character. It's important to keep your team up and like assist them in any way you can, whether it be the ultimates, like making sure to stay alive in different amount of situations. It's very important to do that.
Gambit got your back.
Star-Lord. Alright, team's low. Hits the wall. My Sue ults here. I don't think she really needed to ult this, because if she got dunked by the Magneto, it just would have went away, but it's okay. I have my ult coming up. I'm not sure how it goes. Yeah, Hawkeye's just killing me. Not really much going on here. This is when the enemy team starts to get like a little like scattered. It kind of just like keeps walking between random things. Right here, I'm just like kind of body, waiting for my to engage. I'm not using a card, but now I use a card to like heal. Yeah. Go to the hard deck, kind of just poking them out. Whenever I'm not healing on Gambit, I'm always doing damage. I already have my ult here, but if I did not have my ult, I would always be trying to do damage instead of healing. My entire team is 4 HP, so I have no reason to heal them. Well, now I'm getting jumped, right? So now I kind of need to get out here. I don't know why I just stay here. Like, the moment Thor quite literally just came up from nowhere, I should have probably just, like, dashed up here. You know, regroup. But I don't die, for sure. Yeah, I dashed up. But I think the most ideal play would have been just that.
A little help, please.
But he's stuck. I think he dies here. He's dead. And now they're on Punisher, Jeff. Poking them down. They're not really walking. Yeah, this, like I said, this is when the enemy team is starting to do some stuff. But she's getting dropped. Now they walk. I don't think. Okay, we don't have a Suo. But here's where I like to do. They don't even walk up with this ult. This is why it's super important to walk up with Gambit ult. They use Gambit ult. I don't know how many people he gets. Let's actually replay it and see how many people he gets. Because I'm kind of curious. Right. Okay, let's see if he uses it. No, he just used it. He gets in his entire team here. No, he doesn't even get the Iron Fist. So this is what I mean. Gambit's ult is super good, but if you waste it, quite literally, you just like, more often than not, you just lost a team fight. His team is walking, but notice how like they just kind of sit back, even though they have the ult. The only one who's quite literally pushing is their Gambit. Now, while I kind of do that sometimes, keep in mind, with Gambit, you can die in your ult. You can get dunked by Magneto. If you do a lot of damage to him, he can die. And if you die, the ult goes away. But it's very important when you're playing like Gambit to make sure your team is ready to go. You can't really just ult and just expect them to go. You have to be behind everyone. You have to make sure everyone's grouped up, because quite literally, when you have an ult just as strong as this one, if you just waste a team fight, I mean just waste the ultimate like that, you quite literally are going to lose a team fight. If it's like Sue's ultimate, for example, a very strong ultimate, but if you waste it, it is technically like a support ultimate, so you do waste it, right? But at the same time, it's more like a defensive ult than anything, and you usually will have like another person with you. But usually when you're trying to make a play, especially right here, when we're kind of getting pushed back too, they definitely could have walked up and won this fight if they played that correctly. And I think their Gambit almost dies here. And our Hawkeye almost dies. But look how I'm doing this. I'm waiting for my team to group up. Our Hawkeye just died. But I also choose to like not ult, because I kind of made like an assumption like, okay, they didn't really walk. So I didn't want to waste the ultimate. I kind of wanted to just use my ult if they were coming at us aggressively. Now, I think that was a smart play, because quite literally, I mean, our Hawkeye does die, but they kind of just wasted 2 support ultimates and not really pushed the card that much. The only person who ends up like paying the price is our Hawkeye, because he got jumped by the Iron Fist. I think I was too far up there. I definitely would have died if it was like a better team. But then again, I was trying to like just keep the team up like a bag. Stay in the ultimate. Let me kill his Iron Fist. Yep, nice. But see, right here, they wasted 2 support ultimates, and now they're down like basically 2 ults. So yeah, make sure to really use that ult wisely. Using that ult correctly quite literally cost you like a lot of team fights. I read actually gets the Punisher. And she loses my HP and healing her. Iron Fist up here. Trying to get him to call out who's there. Check him. Force his block. And I regroup. Now I wonder how I use his ultimate, because I think it goes aggressively, but I'm not sure. Because they're all one. Yeah, an anti them. Okay, go ahead. I think, yeah, we just wiping them down. There's no reason for me to ult this. A little bit of frame drop there. But it's okay. No reason for me to ult this. Kind of already playing the fight. A lot of the times you will see support players ult when the fight's already won. Especially when you're absolutely rolling them. So this is just kind of like a general tip. While yes, you know, you do want to ult, you don't want to hold it all the time, but quite literally here, there is some instances where you'll see like a teammate that you'll have, or the enemy team, they'll ult, right? But we're already up 1, we're up 2, we're up 3. And usually, not usually, but sometimes you'll see someone ult this. I'm telling you right now, there's no reason to ult this. If you are ulting this, you know, when you're up 3, stop. Especially when you're their spawn, there's no need to ult that. It's okay, you won the fight. Unless they have a big ult, but they don't. So, and we're already rolling them, so there's no reason to ult. Because I've seen a lot of times, you know, you see people ult when they're like up 3 and already win the fight. You know, you have to be smart about this. The ultimates in this game are way too strong to But yeah,
Only
we
60
clear them.
seconds
I
left.
think this is when I actually ult, because there's 1 minute left. So I'm not sure what goes on. Their Iron Fist has ult, but I don't think it knows. I'm probably like kind of, you know, mentally checking my head who has ult. And I'm not really sure. I think Iron Fist comes in and goes for an ult. So I got bubbled and Misu ulted. I kind of misplayed my dash because I hit the wall. I think I was trying to like, yeah, I was trying to like go up here, but I just hit the wall. But I get bubbled from my mag, and then Misu ult. So I was okay. So, oh yeah, we don't need this ult. And then this is when I ulted after this ult. Yeah, okay. Very important. Notice how whenever I'm deciding to ult, I back up, right? Because we already ult. There's 30 seconds on the clock. I'm trying to win this fight as much as possible because they're already all here. We're up there. We're down. They're down their Thor, right? So quite literally, this is in our favor if I ult this and we push. Their Iron Fist is also out of his ult. The only ult they have is Squirrel ult. They're also almost at their Gambit ult. But quite literally, I'm just trying to end this fight as soon as possible, making sure everybody gets ulted. Now right here, I play really aggressively. Usually I do this, but at the same time, it is risky because you can die, like I said previously mentioned. Thankfully, no one on their team probably has enough damage. Maybe Punisher, if his ult, he'd probably burn me down. But as of now, we're pretty good. But just keep in mind, like, be careful. Melee him, melee, and then we clear the fight. And I also force out their Gambit. I wonder who killed him. I didn't even see who killed him. The point is, yeah, I'm very conscious about when I want to ult and how I want to ult. If we're getting pushed up, I always want to ult to engage the fight. At least with Gambit. Usually, you want to just like use it defensively depending on what support you're playing. But on Gambit, you know, I feel like this ult has way too much value for you to just sit back and just wait for them to engage first when you can just like turn the tide in your favor, right? You can just do, ult has a lot of playmaking. So I'm kind of just wanting to just maximize the amount of output I could get with this ult because it's way too good. And now we're going on to the next round, and I think we actually roll them here. Let me skip a little bit. Alright, and now we're on to the next round finally, and I think we're on the same comp. Yeah, we are. We swapped our comp a little bit. They just gave a rocket. Actually, right now I'm just healing. The Iron Fist gets out. I kind of waste my cards a little too much. I'm kind of down like all my cards. I don't know how I get all my cards. Yeah, I use one card to start up, and then I use another one to try and ante it. That right there, I don't necessarily think I had to ante the backline, solely because we don't really have that much burst potential right now, plus the fight just started. And they have a Gambit, which I don't think he cleanses them. No, I don't think he cleanses them. But quite literally, it would have been just like a complete waste to just like ante them right off the bat. I probably, if I was going to ante them, a better approach would have been to just force out their Gambit to use like more of his cards, then ante them. But that's okay. We're not really losing right now. I'm just watching this game. On the healing deck, you can see the damage. Walking. I kind of go in there a little aggressively. I mean, the reason I did that is because we are like winning the fight. We're like pushing them back. So I am kind of just like going with it with my team. You know, I really do like to play this character aggressively. But there's a difference between like aggressive and then just feeding. You know, luckily we get their tank. They're strange. So their front line is kind of, you know, already messed up. Our Reed is walking in, so I'm going in to help him out. I think he dies here. I think I should have. Yeah, I think he dies. But it's okay. You know, we push them back, and I think we do clear out the fight. Clear their Gambit. It's all good. I want the rocket. This is when I kind of just like the DPS. If we're like my Hawkeye. Really good Hawkeye in this game. He was landing all his shots. Good for him. I think he's emoting too. Anyways. Yeah, okay, and then now I'm just waiting for them to regroup. I think they're gonna portal, but I'm not sure, because we're literally right there. I think I threw some of that stuff. And I'm playing in the back, making sure nobody's here. The Iron Fist comes back, uses his block, on me. I think we killed him. No, I lost him. I literally just lost him. I had no idea where he was. But it's okay. Angela's here.
Vehicle reached a checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
Anti-air, all good. And then they just go in. Then we Hawkeye. I don't know where he is. Oh, he's on the right. Speak to the Angela. We don't have any support right now. They do have the rocket ult. Yeah. Here, I don't necessarily think I had to ult this. I mean, we could, but I think. I didn't count. Okay, 4 people. I'm trying to think because I don't think this was necessarily a bad ult. We did swap. We did match their ult, but I don't think it was worth it because no one in this team can quite literally like walk and like get them. I don't think we have enough like damage. The rocket is one, right? And I was trying to match them because you know, they rocket ulted and I wasn't sure they were gonna walk, but it's okay. We see ulted. And then we get ulted. But I think I probably should have waited out for the rocket ult first because it was just like in the corner. They were only there first. I think I went to why I did it. I like walk up. But we did. Fortunately, I died by the Angela. I want to see how I actually died because I think I was way too forward. After the range ult? Yeah. Let me see. Yeah, I have no cards. I'm already in a bad place and I'm kind of in their faces. I have no reason to be this far up. I should have been like probably right up here, maybe a little back, but I would have preferred the high ground as I get like a view of like everyone down here. And they don't really have anyone on their team. Well, besides Jean, who can really like snipe me down. But if anything, if I just get sniped, I can just kind of dash away, right? But here the Angela kind of pinned me out. So when I get pinned out, and I kind of waste all my cards too. A big problem is like, you end up finding yourself with like no cards. But I think we won this fight. So it's okay. Yeah, I think we're good. Yeah, we won this fight. Or this game. Ended up going 25-2. I think I did pretty good. I had a lot of damage. The healing department, I mean, RC was kind of carrying me in that, but it's okay. Yeah, I think I did really well this game. Some things could have been improved, like I think the resource management. That one ult at the end, I could have probably just waited for it to go away. I think a big part also is positioning as Gambit. You want to play aggressive, but you also need to have line of sight with your team in order to get like the maximum value out of his ult and just like overall his kit. And yeah, that was kind of everything I just wanted to review. I think that was a good game. We did pretty good. If you enjoyed this VOD review, I kind of want to make more of these because these are kind of fun. It's just me sitting here talking, reviewing my gameplay. I also want to review some of my losses. But yeah, that was kind of it. If you guys did enjoy, please leave a like, subscribe. And yeah, I will talk to you guys in the next video.